What's up, you fucking pussies? Today we're making a burger. Enough dicking around, let's get in there. Today we're working with a grass-fed chuck roast I got from my local meat market, beautiful 80/20. We're gonna cut it into strips to make it easier to feed into the meat grinder. I like grinding my own meat because it means I know exactly what's going into my patties. Once you have your meat ground up, you're going to take it out of that convenient little package. I like to chalk my hands up in memory of when I was a junior Olympian training for Team USA Gymnastics, but that dumb bitch Trevor did a better pommel horse than I did, and I was kicked off the team. You're going to ball up the meat like I ball up my emotions. Then unleash it all at once in a fiery show of passion and regret. We're going to split our lettuce head in two, and I'll be showing you two different methods of shredding it. The first is the modern way, and in case it wasn't evident by now, please don't actually try anything I'm doing in this video. It is ridiculously dangerous and reckless, and I'm lucky I came out unscathed. Our second method is the old-fashioned way. I like to do it on an open-faced tree that I got off Facebook for the culture, whatever that means. Also, notice how I almost sliced my finger off. Lastly, we have the tomato, but I just don't really have a way of slicing it. I tried channeling my inner second grader with the mightiest judo chops I could muster, but that just shot tomato nut everywhere. I hucked it at some old furniture, but that just kind of burst the skin and made it look all gross. I even taped it to my axe throwing wall, but the tomahawk didn't even make a dent. So, we're making a knife. Starting with some flat bar, I work on forging in a tip to the knife. After removing the fish mouth, I point the tip some more. Then work on shaping the handle area. Don't mind those dance moves. This was my first time forging in over 6 months, so it's safe to say my skills were pretty rusty, but this was definitely a nice knife to get stuck back in with. Once the blade was separated from the bar, I got to profile grinding until I was happy with it. I put in some quick and rough bevels, and then headed to heat treat. We heat the knife up to critical temperature, then quench. Sadly, we picked up a bit of a warp that I wasn't able to get out. Bad and naughty squiggly knives get clamped to a flat bar. then forcibly put into my absolutely dank oven. Sorry if that's a little too obscene for you folks. It's the way I do things. After heat treat, I work on grinding. I wasn't happy with the initial rough bevels I put in the knife, so I ended up having to do a lot of grinding post-heat treat. I drilled some holes in the tang, then traced them onto a block of whatever the fuck wood this is that might be maple. I ripped the wood down into 2 handle scales, holes already drilled. Then, put them on the knife and brought them to the grinder, doing some rough profiling. I ground the bevels of the knife up to 800 grit on the belts so that hand sanding would be easier. Since the knife would be for me, I wasn't too worried about getting it perfect. After hand sanding, I got ready to glue up the handle scales. I'll just let the video do the speaking for me though.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
These are the words of a man who accidentally made 2 identical scales and didn't realize until they were all covered in epoxy. I made up another scale, cried in my room like the little bitch I am for 24 hours, then glued it on and did the rest of my handle shaping. Not pictured was final finish because I forgot to film. I dyed the wood with some leather dye and then soaked it in boiled linseed oil until the handle looked like a good mix between a can of boiled peanuts and Tarzan's scrotum. Now that we've got a knife, we can slice this tomato. Stunningly perfect cut. Normally people like to put a dimple in the center of the burger before cooking. My preferred method of achieving this is by giving the ball of meat the people's elbow. Afterwards, we're going to heat up our hot plate in the forge. Take it out, put it somewhere where you won't get toasty, and cook up that burger while throwing up more pyrotechnics than a Kiss concert. We're gonna go ahead and toast the bun because we like things that taste good around here, so I just grabbed my blowtorch. Now, we're ready for assembly. Because I fall asleep with a Bible in one hand and a 12 gauge in the other, I put my lettuce and tomato on top like the American I am. However, I always hate when a strong gust comes by and blows up my burger, so we're gonna go ahead and set it with a nail.
Fuck.
Perfect. Ain't that just the juiciest looking burger you've ever seen?